She highlighted a lot of the things that we women feel ashamed to talk about. And she's saying, women, we need to be more outspoken about this. I just finished reading this really amazing book. It's titled Scars After Hammatan, written by Cynthia Osaji Benedict. I'm sorry, I'm a bit sweaty. I just came from my morning walk, but I decided that I needed to do this video to talk about the book because I couldn't sleep. I read the book up until 3 a.m. I'm going to read my favorite quotes from the book so that I don't forget. There is no such thing as a weak woman, only a woman who hasn't remembered herself. So the book is centered around a woman named Makamba, and the writer takes us through her journey from when she was 14 up until when she was 40. So it's in 3 chapters. But it was really engaging. First of all, I want to just give Cynthia her flowers. Cynthia, you did an amazing job. It's not easy to teleport people into different universes. Like I had different experiences of the book when she was in Calabar, when she got to Lagos, her relationship with her friends. Like we could see her in different versions of herself. I don't want to give you too much details about the book so you go read it, but I'm going to tell you like the parts that really stood out for me. First of all, when you grow up in a home where you do not experience love, or when maybe you have guardians who do not show you what real love is, so you don't have a blueprint of what true love is. Sometimes a little act of kindness from a man can look like love, and that's what we experience with Makamba and Noble, and even Shay as well. A lot of the men that came into her life, because she did not have a blueprint for what true love looked like. So when they showed her figures of kindness, to her it was just like a version of love. She didn't really know what love would actually feel like. And that has happened to a lot of us. Like when you don't have a blueprint, you see that some people who are from healthy homes have, have more secure attachment style. So, um, yeah, I want to talk about that because the writer highlighted that. Another part is how men, not all men, but a lot of men tend to objectify women, and it's so exhausting. Like the fact that you know sometimes as a woman being good enough is not good. A man can just see you and you're good at your job, you're putting in the work, you're hardworking, you're doing everything, but just because you won't give them your body, or you won't give them attention, or you won't caress their ego, they will not give you what is deserving. And you see a lot of that happen with Makamba. Like the stories were so gruesome. Like but I could relate because as a woman in Lagos, I have gone through similar experiences where you're doing the work, you're putting in everything, and this man is just blocking you. He's blocking everything just because of his ego or because he wants you to give him your body. Why is it that our mind is not enough? Why can't me being very good at what I do? I'm intelligent, I'm smart, I put in the work. Why isn't that enough? Why do I have to make you feel good? Why do I have to give my body to you? So men really need to do better. Men really need to stop objectifying women. Men really need to stop sexualizing women. I'm not saying all men do it. I know that there are men who are woke now and more like conscious of it. But I'm saying more men need to be conscious of it. Because even as a lady, I have like if I have like five male friends, right? I bet you three of those my male friends are trying to sleep with me, and I experience it every time. Like I'm one person who tries to be balanced, like who tries to have balanced friendships, and I don't believe in men as calm, whatever. But sometimes when you show certain men a flicker of kindness and you show them that you can be human, they now tend to see it as something else. It is exhausting. So I love that Cynthia treated this issue. She talked about it. She highlighted a lot of the things that we women feel ashamed to talk about. And she's saying, women, we need to be more outspoken about this. Another thing I loved was the female friendship. I loved how, how they now became like a family for her because she left her family at a young age. I don't want to give you the entire story and why she left her family. You should read it. It was very heartbreaking. But she now had these women who they were all different. Ada was a different persona, Laide was a different persona, Ada was a Christian, Laide was, a free spirit. They were all different, but they all had similar struggles. And they built a strong bond. And They helped Makamba heal from all of the things and they became her safety net. So she highlights the importance of having healthy female friendships. As women, we need to prioritize that. We need to help ourselves. Let us not fight each other. Let us help ourselves grow. Even for myself, as a woman, one of the things that have helped me heal is having healthy female friendships and healthy male friendships as well. Because I've also met guys who are good and who have just been okay with being friends with me without any other thing. Then I'm going to talk about Salim. I love Salim. But another thing that was highlighted is pattern breaking. So when Makamba met Salim, he also came like all the other men that she had gotten used to. But what changed this time was because Makamba did something different. Before she would have just gone with the flow, done, whatever it is, and then everything will end up being a disaster. But this time around, she was like, nah, I've been here, I've done this, I'm not doing this. And it takes me back to when I always say this, that every woman should save herself. No Prince Charming is coming to save you. Because even Cinderella, before she met Prince Charming, she had to make up her mind to go out. She had to get dressed. She had to get her shit together and say, you know what? I'm going out despite of everything that I'm going through. So as women, before we now finally meet the right person, you need to work on yourself. And also, what this book highlights is that it's okay to be different versions of yourself at every point in time. And I always say this version, it's okay to reinvent yourself. That's the word, because you see how Makamba reinvented herself at every point in time. And till she finally got to where she needed to be. She also dealt with the issue of ageism. Makamba met her love at the age of in her 40s. I don't want to give you too much, but in her 40s. So that tells you that no matter how old you are, there's still a man out there for you. There's still love out there for you. Just focus on, being the best version of yourself. She said something. She said, I'm not looking for a soulmate. My friends are my soulmate. Such a beautiful book. And then I love how messy and wholesome her love was with Salim. And that makes me, when you're healing, you're doing all the work, you tend to want to fantasize or romanticize love and make it feel like, oh yeah, when the right person come, he has to be perfect. Salim wasn't perfect. Salim was broken, but he said something. He said, we will heal together. And that tells you that you might not find the perfect person, but you just find someone who is willing to heal with you. Another part that I loved when she asked Salim, why me? And he was like, because you make me want to be a better man. Cynthia, you did an amazing job with this book. You highlighted a lot of things that we women, we think about, we experience, but we're not bold enough to talk about. And you shattered every stereotype that people have put women in. So, guys, you really need to read this book. Go to her page, Cynthia Osaji. I'm going to tag her. Go and pre order the book and read it and come here. Let's talk about it.